stories, share emotions, and hopefully other people will be touched as well.
A dress I wore, a song I used to adore. Pack away those Polaroids and postcards.
That is actually my tribute to David Bowie. I was a massive fan of his, and when I was growing up, I was listening to Madonna and Bananarama and lots of probably very uncool music. But I had older cousins who were extremely cool, and they kind of opened up my eyes to older, more classic music. And I really, really fell in love with David Bowie. I fell in love with him from a musical point of view, and also discovered the movies that he'd been in. One which is called Man Who Fell to Earth. And when he died, I was surprised. Obviously, I didn't know him personally, but I was surprised how sad I felt. And I had never really thought about it that deeply, but I looked back and realised what a major influence on me he'd been. And so I wrote this song kind of dedicated to him.
12 billion light years away on the Cerulean planet, in the Black Star Galaxy, the Alien Federation holds an emergency meeting.
As you can see, the Earthlings are in trouble. They need help fighting their demons. What can we do?
We must go and show them they already have the tools they need.
You sang to me in French and Italian. I held you to my chest and then I pinned you to Vermont. You give to me your sweet science fiction. The needle drops again and then you open up the door. You broke me when you left me, even though we never met. I hope the man among
You know that moment sometimes, I guess they don't happen that often, that you find yourself sitting across from somebody quite close and you're looking them in the eye, and maybe you've known them for a long time and you suddenly really appreciate them. And, sometimes we have lots of people around us and we're all getting on great, but it's not the same as someone that's known you for a long time. And I guess that's what eye to eye is about. When you're standing in front of somebody and there's no pretense and you just feel like you really know each other. So it's a love song, but I guess it's not a, oh wow, you're hot and I'm falling in love with you kind of song. It's more like, I've loved you for a long time and I really appreciate that. So I wanted the song to be romantic, but also a little bit more real. I wanted it to have that loungy feeling, but I wanted you to be able to feel the passion in there as well.
When nighttime closes in around us and day is stripped away, you say my name like something precious and take my breath away. It's not possession for us, it's belonging to us. No such thing as close enough. So much passion for us, it's belonging to us. Impenetrable. Truth will show when you stand so close, eye to eye. Toe to toe, so close, eye to eye. Our world is just this room in this moment, just where we want to be. No one sees me quite as clearly in these spaces in between. It's not possession for us, it's belonging to us. No such thing as close enough. So much passion for us, it's belonging to us. Truth will show when you stand so close, eye to eye. Toe to toe, so close, eye to eye. Sometimes I hold on to hurt like a the message that you sent her. I think I know what it implies. Do I risk taking off this lid when I'm not sure what is inside? And all that's saving me is possibility, but there's another explanation for this. I'm holding on to just a possibility that this isn't what I think it is. Let me hold on, let me hold on. I saw the about your love, about your heart, about your life before me. You're considering a life that had a different ending, and you wonder if you should have gone. Now I'm holding this grenade, but I don't know if I should throw it, 'cause the damage has already been done. I saw the message, I saw the message. I shattered glass to channel heartache. Can this really change us? No matter what you say to her, she can't touch us. Saw the message about your past, about your heart, about your life before me. I saw the message, I saw the message, I saw the message.
So a few years ago, I got diagnosed with breast cancer, and I'm completely fine now. I guess the first thing I felt was that everyone else was invited to a party that I wasn't. I felt suddenly really separate to everybody. It was a really strange sensation. The second thing I thought was, you know what? I've had an amazing life, which, I suppose is, a good position to be in, where I thought the things that I've really wanted to do, I've done. I've got some amazing people around me. I love my work. So many things to be thankful for. And, if it had to end now, not ideal. There's a lot more that I'd like to get out of life, but really, I don't have any major regrets. And then the thing I thought was, my son's not even going to remember me. He was 2 at the time. And that was kind of more of a selfish thing at first. I thought, he's not going to know me. It's like when I'm gone, I won't have really ever existed for him, because you don't have much of a memory when you're 2. And that made me really sad. But then, of course, I thought, and my child will grow up without a mother. And that got me thinking, if I wasn't around for when he was older, what would I want him to know? What would the advice that I'd want to leave him with be? And that's where the songs come from. So Letter to a Small Boy is my letter to my son to try and distill all the advice and, motherly stuff into a song. And I only recently played it to him, and, he's only little, so there's only so much he got of it, but I think he actually got it. And I'm still here, so, I'm hoping that when he's 30, I'll still be here to give him advice and to tell him things. But it really does make you think that, okay, it's a 3.5 minute song or so. There's only so much you can fit in, but, unless you're going to ramble on for hours, what are the important things that you'd like to tell the people that you really love if you weren't here? Obviously, you want to tell them that you love them, but, when you're a mother and a certain amount of influence you want to have on your child's life, then I thought, okay, if I had to distill everything down to the most important thing, I would say, and this is, a lesson that I particularly, became clearer for me when I got my diagnosis, and I thought maybe I won't be around, is that there's nothing more important than the people around you, the friends, the family, even people that aren't necessarily in your close little circle. People are everything. I mean, really, what is more important? These people that live for money and bigger houses and cars and whatever else, they don't know where it's at. It's completely about the people. And so I guess that's the main message of the song. Well, number one, I love you. Number two, think about the people. There's nothing more important than that. So I'm sorry that there's no red wine and fireplace, and I'm not sure if you're listening to this really late at night, but if I'm oversharing, then I apologise, but this is behind the song.
If I could teach you all the secrets that I've learned about the world, I would. And I would show you only goodness in the world, if I could. But don't be frightened of pain. We need it like the rain. It's there to help us to the other side. It's the time that are the hardest at first, that can mean the most and make it all worthwhile. Take this song to keep till later on. My love is in this song, so you're not alone. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can't put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more. You were born with such a handsome face, but that can't replace compassion and kindness. Make sure you look for all the beauty in the world around you, and inside people too. They'll give it back to you, and they're really all that matters in the end. Take this song to keep till later might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can't put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more. I write a letter to a small boy. You might not get it now, but maybe one day when I can't put my arms around you, these words will mean to you so much more.
And that, like all my songs, there's usually a bit of a sadness kind of thing in there, and this one maybe more than others. It's actually about the breakup of a friendship. We all write breakup songs, but I don't know, in my mind I think friends are forever. You might not see each other for a while, but they're still always going to be there. It's not like a love affair that tends to burn bright and then maybe it goes badly. But in this case, you know, I lost one of my best friends through a certain situation, and the song is about that.
We didn't like the same band, didn't fight over the same man. What a trip, you and me. You know I didn't ever mean to let you fall in my slipstream. Do you ever think of me? A dress I wore, a song I used to adore. Pack away those Polaroids and postcards. Now time's persuading, those memories are fading. Persuading, but are they bitter or sweet? Souvenirs and mistakes, sticking back together. Heartbreaks. I really miss you and me. A dress I wore, a song I used to adore. Pack away those Polaroids and postcards. I'm the same girl, it's the same world. Just can't believe you're at a loss for words. Your same girl with a new punchline. I'll keep your secrets, you know all of mine. A dress I wore, a song I used to adore. Pack away those Polaroids and postcards. A dress I wore, a song
and Rockabilly Blue. Rockabilly Blue is probably one of my favourites from the album, and it's dedicated to one of my great friends that I went to uni with in Bathurst. He was a country boy, and there's a lot of words in that song, but most of them are little snippets of memories and things that happened while we were at college.
Oh, okay.
So I bought my first car from him. It was an Alfa Sud, the Alfa Romeo Sud, the little Italian sports car. So I talk about punk music in an old Italian car. So he taught me how to drive it, and it broke down all the time, but it was beautiful. And another line in the song is presents in my glove box. The doors of the car never locked. And so he would come by my house and stick mixed CDs that he'd made for me. He introduced me to a lot of music that I probably wouldn't have been exposed to. And he would make mixed CDs, and he would just put them in a glove box and not say anything. And then one day so I'd have all these presents in my glove box.
Oh, nice.
And he got a really bad medical diagnosis, and it looked like we were going to lose him. So that's when I wrote that song. He's still here, so and he likes the song. I wrote the song and I recorded it, and I hadn't said anything to him, and then I thought, I need to send this to him. I don't know how he's going to react, and he loved it. He's been one of my biggest supporters, so that song means a lot to me.
We can be like a southerly buster, blowing up when we get together. But you're a cool change, and I wouldn't want it any other way. You say my life is drawn to hold it in my arms. All the years and places we have seen, we feel it's like a flame. Now there's a battle to win, and time comes and time goes, and we're still to you, my rockabilly blue. I'm sending love to you. Don't leave us so soon. Rockabilly blue. I remember the room flashing neon. You dedicated me a pure song. Presents in my glove box and makeup on a boy. Saturday in the sun, burgers on the run, punk music and an old Italian car. We had all the attitude, but we couldn't go far. Time comes, time goes, get down.